Hello, darling. Welcome to my kitchen. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. How you doing, sugar? It's the end of another week, my first week of work back after my summer break. So it was pretty good. Welcome to the show. While you're coming on in, make sure you share this video right now. Tonight, I'm going to be making I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Tonight I'm going to be making it's a creamy basil and mushroom pasta. I'm using angel hair tonight. You can use whatever you want. But I got something that's angel hair is really, really thin. So, I'm only gonna eat that much pasta anyway. So this way I'm really kind of, looking out for the hey Marietta. Yeah, y'all go ahead and share the video. Woo! Back after a week. Um of my launch. It's been a week's launch now. Well, tomorrow will be a week. And you guys, when I tell you the support that is coming in, y'all trying to get y'all know this is pre-order now. Your pre-order, okay? Thank you, Tommy. That's my brother Tommy, y'all. Hey, baby. Mwah. Hope you're feeling well. Um, Thank y'all so much for sharing the video. Sugar Pro Studio Kitchen Live. Telling people to go to the YouTube page, telling people to, go look at my videos on Facebook, and now telling them to cop that good olive oil. It's that good olive oil. I'm gonna show it to you in just a little bit. Now, last week when I launched it, I showed you how to use my basil oil with pineapple. We made a pineapple upside down cake, no cake. It was superb. My mom ate it and she absolutely loved it. She wanted me to make it before I came back up here. I'm like, Mom, golly, we already ate it. So she'll have to get it next time. But yeah, this oil is so versatile. It is 100% pure olive oil. Okay, I got the sexy bottle right here. Boom. I know you can get it on Shopify, but you can also get it on my website. Okay. So if you just wanted to check out sugarpearlsonline.com, you could go there and also get the oil. But they come in these sexy 375 milliliter Bordeaux bottles, and it's a cork top, easy to take off, put back on. This dark, beautiful antique color really helps to maintain the richness and the fragrance and the vibrance of this olive oil. I kind of told you about, some olive oils you get in the store, they come in plastic bottles or they just come in clear bottles, and yet they're on store shelves for God knows how long, under that fluorescent light. Your olive oil should be as good as a good bottle of your favorite wine. That's why I got it looking like a little Bordeaux bottle. Sugar pearls. We're going to try this in a little bit with our recipe. Let's get started. Now, I wanted to get some, hold on, I'll turn this up a little bit. So I wanted to see my basil is going, look. I've had this basil plant, I can't tell you how long, but every time I get ready to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and toss it, maybe compost, what I can't use. And then it starts getting these little babies at the bottom. There's all kind of little bugs popping up, but we're going to go ahead and take off. I got some shears. I'm going to get some of the biggest ones. I'm going to cut right. Nah, I may still toss it. I don't know, but I've said that before. Ooh, and I keep using the plant. There we go. Let's get a few more. Yes. I want some of this flour also. I'm going to just strip that off of the... Remember I told you about the basil flowers? When they start getting the flowers, that's a sign that, hey, I've given you all I've got no more. That's what the basil is saying. They ain't got no more. So it starts to get the flowers, and that's your sign that it's come to the end of its life, possibly. But mine keeps sprouting, and I keep holding on because I want to get every drop of it. But if you look very closely at the basil flower, it's got teeny tiny little leaves that, if they were to sprout, they they'd be a full grown basil leaf. But we're gonna use some of that. Some people say it can be bitter, but I didn't find it very bitter at all. We're just gonna kind of rough chop this and enhance the flavor of our pasta dish. Okay, so we got a good bit of basil. Now, while I'm over here at the sink, let me show you this. Okay, so we've got some for our meat tonight. If you want, you can use chicken or whatever you want. I'm using mushroom. So tonight is like these little button mushrooms. They are so cute. And I love the flavor. They're like tiny little portobellas, but the flavor is so, so, so good. Do not wash your mushrooms ever. Okay. Yes, especially with these little crimini mushrooms, button mushrooms, crimini, because they're closer to the soil when they're grown because they're so short. Yes, they do have a little more soil on them. So what we're going to do is put it in our colander, okay? And we're just going to shake. Okay, really shake. I'm trying to get off the first bit of debris. I got 3 more here. So for my mushrooms, I'm taking the stem off if it has one. Just take it off. They're pretty tender with this type of mushroom, but I want to make sure that I'm only using the most tender part of it. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could save those stems and make like a stock. If you wanted like a mushroom stock or something, that would be good. Okay, so shake, shake, shake. You can't see it in my sink, but there's some soil that's kind of come off of there. Okay, so now I'll lay these out flat on my towel. Okay, so let's come over here. We're getting ready to cook. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Grab a drink. Get ready. It is Sugar Pearls Studio Kitchen Live. What's cooking? Good looking. Hey, I'm Carla Renee, and on Friday nights, this is how we do it. 7 o'clock, 6 Central. We are cooking in my kitchen. And tonight we've got a very simple recipe, but I want to show you some of the different ways you can use Sugar Pearls, herb infused, extra virgin olive oil. Oh, so tonight we're gonna do the pasta dish. Now I'm using olive oil all the time. The beautiful thing about my oil, again, it comes in these beautiful dark bottles. And you got your quart top. So it's a lot like a little, tabletop wine bottle. I took this one off. Yes. And to smell it. So this is not like, oh, somebody took a few drops of basil oil and put it in. No, 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 no. This ain't canola, baby. No, this is real oil, extra virgin olive oil, as you'll be able to see by the color. And it's milled with real herbs. Okay. All right. Okay. No artificial nothing around here, honey. All right. So let's get our pot heat up. Are you ready? All the information you need to know is right over there. Go ahead and share with somebody. I'm gonna put my glasses on, read some comments. I already did my angel hair pasta because it literally only took about 3 minutes. And we are gonna season it though. Okay. Glasses. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, comments. I'm missing all my comments. Oh, brother, excited about my order. Hey, Katrina. Oh, wow, you guys. Hey, Jeanette. Yes. Oh, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for just supporting this dream of mine. All right, here we go. Heat that pan up. I want to finish this mushroom, so I'm gonna dump it out now. My colander. And what we're gonna start with in this pan, once it gets nice and hot, I've got some chopped red onions, red peppers, some sliced scallions, um, and what else? Some sliced garlic as well. Okay, so if you see any extra debris on your mushroom, now you can go ahead and just, wipe it off. Okay. Once you soak them in water, honey, it's over. You just throw the whole dish out. It ain't no good. Nope, nope, nope. Don't wash your mushrooms ever. All right. Okay, and this is just a little cheap, rustic meal you can have, whether it's for just you or for 2 or 5, however you want to do it. But there is no meat. You can add chicken if you want. Here's the thing about chicken. Okay, what I've discovered over the summer is that I don't like it no more. I don't like chicken no more. I don't like the way it tastes. And the thing is, now I went home. My mom made some chicken, and it was so good, and I ate it. But even the eggs. When I make eggs for breakfast at my mom and dad's house, the eggs taste better down there. Up here in Charlotte, they taste. They almost have like a metallic undertaste to me that I just don't like. So I've kind of developed a little aversion for now to chicken. But all that to say, you can add chicken in this dish if you want to. Okay? Lost some mushroom. That's okay. This is not champagne, this is beer. I know, I'm not a beer girl, but I have a fancy beer and I wanted it in a fancy glass. So I put it in my champagne flute. Fancy beer, fancy glass. Okay, let's get our Basil olive oil from Sugar Pearls in the pot. All right, now you're going to be able to see how green, look at how green. Last week I showed you, it just looks so beautiful. It's just so green. It's so green. That's because it's milled with real herbs. And the olives, of course, are green. But this ain't no play. Okay. All right, pot's hot. Let's see who checked in. Hey, cuz. That's my cousin Deidre, y'all. Let's do our onions and peppers first, and then our scallions. We'll save the garlic for last. Now, when you do these vegetables in this high pan, with your beautiful basil olive oil from Sugar Pearls, you're not browning these, okay? You just want them to sweat a little bit, okay? So until they're about translucent, then we'll add our other stuff. But for now, let's put some onions, peppers, scallions. I didn't do too much. You do as much as you want, honey. As much as you want. I'm not going to add any liquor or anything to this. and wine. You could make a wine sauce if you wanted to. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it just a little bit. Okay, and that's coming up later. So now all I'm doing is the veggies are pretty much basting in the oil. Okay, and that's what we want. So once they're translucent, we want to add our mushrooms. Okay, our beautiful little button mushrooms. Don't cut them. Don't cut them. Okay, throw them in there. Let them sweat good. And really get the mushrooms and all that coated. Coat it really, really well in here. Okay? I'm going to bring you up a little bit, baby. I'm sorry. I know. I don't need that no more, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm just tossing the mushrooms around in here with the veggies, making sure that it is well coated with that basil oil. I turned it down a little bit so it wouldn't be so high. So it's about medium right now. Okay. Gonna let that sit, kind of tenderize a little bit. I'm gonna add just a touch more for me. Okay, and while that's going, hit it with a little salt. Okay, and just let it work. It looks good already, right? Now you can put, if you don't want to do pasta, let me say this. You could do like a chicken breast and spoon all the goodies on top of the chicken breast if you want it. Almost like a fricassee or something. If you want it, you could. I'm going to have a little pasta because I haven't in a long time. Well, a week, 2 weeks, whatever it was. It wasn't that long because I had some with the scampi I did last. But I sweat it off. Okay, just let that go. Leave it alone for a minute. Let it do what it's gonna do. Let's take a look at the it's a little bit. Okay. I want that to steam a little bit because I'm gonna pull the mushrooms out and then we can start our sauce. All right, but for the pasta, you ready? Okay. Pasta. Okay. There we go. Okay, so for the pasta, when you cook your pasta, especially if you're doing angel hair like I did, it's much finer than spaghetti noodle. Okay, so it doesn't even take half the time, less than that. And what I did was boil my water real good. I still got the pasta water sitting over there, but boil it for about 2 minutes, took it off the heat, and then covered it. And then it pretty much cooked itself. And now we have perfectly delicious al dente noodle. That the water was salted. I didn't add no oil. The salt is what prevents it, the sticking. Okay, the salt. So make sure the water is nice and salty as the sea. The color that comes on this is so pretty. Okay, all right. I know this is pretty. And I'm gonna season it with a little bit of black pepper. And the basil. Okay. That's it. It just always tastes better to me if you season your pasta. It just does. That way you don't have to like drown it in sauce because the pasta already has its flavor. You can add garlic powder or whatever. I'm really trying to stay away from a lot of powder seasonings. So I'm not adding it, but you certainly can at this point. Okay. So the pasta is done. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. All right. Ooh, that's looking good. It is looking good, baby. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this on a plate. That basil and the garlic. Let's pour it out. The mushrooms are gonna have this juicy, meaty texture to it when you bite down into it with your pasta. Set that to the side. All right. We're gonna put it back in the sauce in a little bit, but just a drop more of that basil oil. I'm just adding the rest of that basil to it. We're gonna add our heavy cream, a little bit of salt. I've got some more basil butter we may put in there, and some parm. But let's work the sauce for a minute, okay? All right, here you go. Okay, working the sauce. So we just have whatever the remnants of all that mushroom and goodie and stuff was in there. Then we put our basil in there. We've got it nice and pretty and green. And now, let me turn that up. I'm gonna just use the rest of that. I'll cook it down. I don't want to put it back in the fridge. Okay, so we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Then we'll add our butter. We're gonna add a little bit of Dijon and our parm, and then we're gonna cut the cream with a little something. Okay, I've got to taste one of these delicious mushrooms. I can't help it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat right in front of y'all. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, it smells so good. Hi, baby. mm. Mm. It's juicy. It's basil-y. It's garlicky. Okay, we already got a little action here. So we're going to hit it with a little salt. Some butter. This thing is thickening up already. And if you have to thin it out, that's why you keep your pasta water handy. You can always add a little pasta water if you want to thin it out some more. Well, we don't be trying to add a lot of flour and stuff to thicken up if we can help it. Okay? Maybe a pot of oxtails or something, but let this just work. Do what it's gonna do. That's lovely. So the way I'm gonna cut this cream a little bit is with something that's a little acidic, and it's these grape tomatoes. So I washed them off, and I'm gonna just give them a little press. I want to break them up because I want the flavor of everything in my sauce to go through the tomatoes. Makes no sense to leave them whole. Flavor can't get through. And you want the flavor from the tomato kind of infused throughout as well. yeah, we've got some chunky pieces in there, but that's cool. Okay, that's what you got. Okay, we're gonna give it a taste. Add our parm. Oh, the thickness of it all, though. Perfect. Tomatoes. I'm not going to add all of them. I just want a little something to cut. It's kind of made this tomato cream sauce almost. But now it's not so. I did add all of them. I did add all. That's cool. Okay, give it a little cook. Parm. Not a lot. It's nice and thick, the way we want it. Honey. All right. And scoop all your stuff in there. Honey, we got us a dinner. Say so. Where my spoons at? Yeah. It's not the one I need. There we go. Just let it cook down. I would let it cook down, give those tomatoes a chance to really blister and open up. It'll be good. Okay. But that'll take about 10 more minutes or so. Maybe 15 if you got it kind of low to just kind of cook through. But the flavor. Oh, I didn't put the Dijon in it. I did not put the Dijon. Let's go about come on, baby. That's about a tablespoon of Dijon. Stir it in. Take this up a little bit. I wish you could smell this sauce. The basil that's in it. Oh my gosh, that Dijon just set it off on the left, y'all. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hey, you ordered garlic. I saw. That garlic is so. I did the poll yesterday. I did a poll. I think I had lemon and garlic up. 70-something% garlic. I did not know the garlic was going to be that popular. I thought the basil was going to be the most popular. Now, I love garlic, honey. I love garlic, but I had no idea. I've got some fellow garlic lovers out there. So we're getting more of that. All right. And as soon as it's time to get I'm still getting more stuff in. So I got boxes in the other day. Now I've got my tracking labels and some more boxes came today. So everything is getting in place. Okay, so hold your horses. Your order is coming, I promise you. But if you haven't ordered You can go on my website at sugarpearlsonline.com. Oh gosh, it smells so good. Or you could most definitely go to the Shopify store directly. Even if you go on my website, it's going to take you to my Shopify store. Okay, so it's so beautiful. It's almost with that tomato in there now, it's taking on another life. And that's what, if you don't want like so much cream, throw some tomato in there, or some pesto, some tomato pesto or basil pesto or something, just to kind of cut the creaminess of it. Okay, because we didn't add anything else. We didn't even add pasta water because it started thickening up so fast that we didn't need to. Okay, so this is what we got, folks. This is what we got. Honey, I know. I'm ready to eat. You can let that cook. Like I said, okay, look, we gonna pretend 12 minutes done passed. All right, 12 minutes has passed. This is cooked down. Your tomatoes have blistered and opened up even more, and the cream is starting to tint with the tomato color just a little bit more. Okay, all right, we're gonna pretend all of that has happened and eat. Okay, let me get a plate. All right, let me get a plate, honey. Okay, not a lot tonight. Definitely a little bit of this pasta. This is it. That's the serving. I know, Chad. That's what they say, though. That's the serving. Okay, I can turn this down now. I'm going to just let it cook, but I'm going to drizzle some of these delicious, silky, meaty mushrooms right on top of there. Right on top of there, like that. One of those tomatoes go right over there. I'm going to put some of that sauce right around there like that. And then I'm going to take some more sauce and I'm going to go over this side here. And one is sitting up, so I'm going to drop some inside the mushroom like so. And I'm going to drizzle, honey, just a drizzle. Why? Some of that basil oil on there. The basil oil is quite concentrated, okay? So you don't need a lot. You don't. The basil is every one you get. The garlic is gonna take, like, you just press the juice out of it. It's garlicky, okay? Okay. I just want you to know what you're getting. Just crack some pepper on top of that. Oh, I'm gonna get some cute pictures tomorrow. You can add some cheese. I don't need to add any more. I made for the pictures, but for now, this is dinner. Us and our fancy beer and our fancy glass. Time to eat, baby. Let's go. Okay, so my roommate Stacy, hey Stacy, my roommate Stacy bought 5 bottles of the extra virgin olive oil. And they go to the first 5 people that shared my announcement last Saturday morning. No, last Friday morning. That was Friday morning. Yeah. Because I was leaving to go on the family reunion. So I got those names. I was like, oh God, I know I emailed it to myself, and I found it. So I found it. And I've got the names. Now, a couple of people, one of those people was at my reunion because she's my cousin. So I gave her hers already. And the others I'll share with you tomorrow. Yeah, at some point. I know. I'm just ready to eat right now. Okay, let's close this so we don't knock ourselves in the head. Honey, you got a nice basil and mushroom. You could, if you didn't want the pasta, you could do this with risotto. You could, oh gosh, so many ways this can go. If you got to have meat, you can, like I said, you chicken, some salmon. Some salmon would be great, and I've got a piece in there, but I don't want it in this. I want it by itself. Okay, let me taste this. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. You know how we let those mushrooms just kind of stew in closed blend? They like have a flavor on its own, and it kind of shoots out when you bite into it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. You got to make it. You got to use the good olive oil though. And when you get your olive oil, don't be using do it. Don't be using it to fry no chicken. You could if you wanted to, but it's gonna take a lot of grease, right? So do something fancy with it, child. Mm. One of these tomatoes and mm, mm, mm-hmm. The longer you let it go, the more tender those tomatoes will become, and it'll just take on the flavor of your sauce. Mm. I don't need meat. I don't need meat, and I've been getting farther and farther away from it lately too. But I really don't need it. It's a comfort sometimes, but mm, it's not a must-have. This, however, is. You must have this. You must make this. Oh my god! Just eat it. Eat it. Mm. Thank you for hanging out with me on another Friday night. I know. Yeah, honey. So you can go here and watch, catch up on Raising Canaan or whatever it is. I'm caught up now. But honey, enjoy your night. Enjoy your lovely weekend. I hope it's a lovely one for you. And thanks for supporting this channel, this brand, this woman. Thank you. Honey, know that I love you. And I hope you love me back. Bye.